to the stream
Hey, look who's
manager.
Name is at the top there.
Hey! King Weasley followed us 4 days ago. Well, thank you, King Weasley. Whoever you are.
We also have a follower on, a new follower on YouTube. I didn't look to see if it showed who it was, I just saw a notification.
Alright, whenever we're ready, let's go. Oh wait, we need an ever.
Do you really, though? I mean, let's be honest. Let me get Twitch pulled up real quick, and I need to make sure YouTube is going.
Check the streams are actually live. That's the first note.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do.
It's even highlighted.
Yeah, I mean, I see the Twitch is live. I just didn't have it pulled up yet.
I forgot I was muted, sorry. I was checking volumes and stuff, and I'm now cross-posting our show.
Okay, we are live on the YouTubers.
I'm just gonna go back to... I'm gonna go back to one of our original pre-show tree shows. Since we're feeling nostalgic.
I just am really focused on doing things like Bosmarie, but I don't have the resources to use the new things yet because we don't have them yet. So here we are.
3 more days.
And a whole lot of living in Westfield.
Yeah, and good luck. We finally broke down and bought them on PC.
Yeah, I don't have the gold for that.
I did manage to get 3 drops of the long fence. That's the only thing that I've actually managed to get to drop. 3 of the Dawnwood long fences. Matt got a short fence. And then we bought the other stuff. I bought an additional Snugpod. He bought the 2 Snugpods for us. And the platforms and the ramps and stuff he bought. And then I bought the little tiny, like, light ones that you see, like, in Hoperoot, where they're growing the actual seeds. I bought a couple of those. But, yeah.
Yep.
I'm not sure what happened.
2026. All the gold that I saved in 2025 is spent on new Snugpod stuff. just so we're all clear.
I'm sorry. I just looked up and noticed that I didn't travel to you. I was in the middle of traveling to you, but apparently I did something that took me out of that animation. So didn't do it.
Yep. Outside, we haven't started yet.
I know what I've been doing that I can write about. You know, just plug in the guild like it's my job, because it sort of is.
Wait.
You somehow rigged a random Tales of Tribute game to play with one of your friends. You did that.
Oh yeah, I did do that too.
Mm-hmm. I am still very impressed by that.
We were the only 2 in the unranked queue.
I'm still impressed. Okay, let me be impressed.
Okay. Tweets out.
You got me for 40 minutes. Let's go.
Let's go.
Are we ready then? I guess we're ready then.
Yes.
Hey everybody, welcome back to A Snugpod Cast. We have 40 minutes or something like that. At least some of us do. So we're gonna like speed run. We're gonna be just rushing through all of this. I'm Never Separate, and with me I have Gone Crazy Back Soon. What's up?
Nothing much. Sitting in our old nostalgic version of the Snugpod, and I love it.
Old school. How about you, Gwen? How are you?
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for Stuka to be finished. And she's not finished yet. Neither are the gloves, because I am once again the only not sick person in my household.
Do you know how long we've been looking forward to seeing it?
Like, one glove is done. One of her gauntlets is done. Like, done. Like, done. Like, I can wear it. I can put it over the sleeve. It stays on. It fits. I can move the finger. It's gorgeous. I love it. I poked myself with a needle like 20 to 50 times trying to sew on the like finger details onto the top of the glove. Poked, not stabbed. There was no blood. Just lots of little, like, it looks like I got bit by a bunch of mosquitoes on my left hand. And now I need to do it with the other one. Whee! So yeah, my goal of having those done in the next hour and a half is not going to happen, I don't think. But I should still at least... we might just have to tack on another week to Stuga, so that way I'm making sure this and the belt are done well, and I am giving the boots the right amount of time so they look nice. But for in-game stuff, we once again, as you said, we redid the Snugpod. Except it's back to our old school one, but we've added a few things. We've added the Bosmer banners that we got, right? So, sorry, Dominion sign, you're being covered, but I like this more. And then we have our Dawnwood hammock over there in the little reading corner. And so that's probably how we're just going to decorate it for the show for a while, and during the week I will have all of the stations in here for people to use until I have the right materials to add another second level again. As for what I've been doing for funsy stuff in game besides decorating, I got to do Dreadseal Reef twice with our PCEU friends this week, and I had a blast. I got really, really lucky on the timing and how that all worked. It is a lot easier for me to do things in what is the morning/early afternoon here than it is in the late afternoon / evening. So I got to run that a couple times, and that was awesome. I had an absolute blast. And yeah, that's what I've been doing, I guess.
Awesome sauce. I got in a fight with a Khajiit.
What?
What?
You are a Khajiit.
Yes. Yes, and this one was trying to clean something off of the derriere of a smaller Khajiit who did not want to be held. And so the back claws got my leg. That's not in game. That's just what happened to me earlier.
Oh my!
I was so confused.
Yeah. I just thought I'd share. I thought that was worth sharing. For me, all I've been up to in game is a brief little bout of trying to rearrange some materials in my storage boxes in my house so that maybe I could keep them more organized, and realized that I was filling them up more than what I had in them already by taking things out and trying to refine, and so that didn't work. So my next goal is to try to get rid of all my furnishings that are in those boxes and just go store them in houses, I guess, instead of in those storage boxes. And that way I'll have more room to store all the crafting materials. Or empty my bank and put all the crafting materials in my bank, one way or the other. But my bank has more than the allotted space because of lack of ESO Plus right now. So I don't know that I can get 380 something things replaced somewhere else. But anyway, that's been it for me. How about you, Crazy? What have you been up to?
Well, I learned how to green speak, aka I built a Snugpod, a Dawnwood half Snugpod on PC, NA. So in the Willow Pond, there's now, if it's my main over on PC, if you go over there, you can look, and there is one of the Dawnwood half-grown Snugpods right in the middle of my Willow Pond lake, and yeah, Minwi bought like the parts and pieces for it, because we've been literally farming probably every day now since the update, and I've managed to pull 3 of the fence like plans, but nothing else. So now they're starting to sort of pop up on the market over there in trade, and we were able to purchase some of the stuff. So built a little Dawnwood Snugpod and did a little bit of more housing, dropping some stuff, moving some stuff around, because now I'm getting pretty close to the inventory cap over there in that house. So been moving that stuff around. Played a little bit of hide and seek with the lore seekers. Hide and lore seeking, as we call it. It's really, really fun. So somebody hides, and then they give clues, and there's coins and currency and things involved that help you determine where the person is. Like, you can ask them to take a screenshot and, you know, stuff like that. So it was really, really fun. Did that Saturday afternoon over on PC. And then on PlayStation, it's mostly been like Inventory Manager Online, kind of like you. I've been trying to clean out a couple different banks that I have, as well as move things around and stack stuff, and yeah, that I also did some guild recruitment for us, because there was the guild recruitment event in the ESO Discord, so I went over there and did some postings, and we got some new members in our Discord. So welcome if you are listening to our show and you are now in the guild. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're glad to have you. And the other thing that was most impressive, according to Gwen, was for that one new achievement that's coming in the next update that we get in 3 days, there's something that says you're supposed to play a round of Tales of Tribute, and Minwi Pro and I managed to get an unranked match against each other, which was really, really fun.
Rigged!
And also, like, what are the chances? So, yeah, we did that. So it's been kind of a busy on-off week in-game between real-life work and fake life ESO. I don't know if we would call it that. I don't know.
Extra life ESO.
Extra life? Additional life? Additional job?
Yeah.
I don't know.
New life.
Anyway. New life?
No. We gotta wait a couple more months.
Yeah, we have Jester's Fest first, which we're talking about in a little bit.
Well, I just meant, you know, you have your original life, your old life. This is your new life, ESO.
Oh, okay.
Second life.
Second.
Well, I felt like Second Life was
counts.
taken because that was a game in the office. That's in another parallel universe. Doesn't exist.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one.
I have heard of it. That's why I mentioned it.
Oh,
You know,
boy.
because you said never heard of. Never mind.
I was making a joke to like Second Life in that one anime, but sure, yeah, okay.
Oh, well, that one I haven't heard of.
All right, you two. It's a good thing I'm sitting in between you.
Well, there you are. I'm the other.
Maybe that Khajiit gave him rabies, and that's the problem.
Yep, that totally happened.
Oh, bless.
That's
Somebody get the skooma.
it's possible.
No skooma. Bad
We need-
skooma. Skooma
but-
drug. We don't
but
do
he
drugs here.
It would tranquilize him.
So would bashing him over the head with one of the shields we have on the wall.
Okay, that
This is true.
got dark quick.
I mean, it wouldn't involve drug usage,
She's
so
in the Dark
anyway.
Brotherhood. Of course it got dark quick. Anyway, that would also mean that if you were using the shields on the back wall, the banner behind me would fall.
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
I did a transition. Yay!
You did. So there appears to be a Fallen Banners update 45 thingy.
That we don't have yet.
Shall we discuss?
3 days. 3 days.
Yes, go ahead.
Discuss now. Do we need to read it? Oh, this is one of... Okay, yeah. So
it's a community update guide.
So it's not, so it's not really something that has to be completely read. So it says check out these community-made guides for ESO's latest base game patch and dungeon pack. Note that some of the guides and builds listed below were created during Update 45's PTS cycle, and as such, there might be some adjustment beyond launch. So you've got a host of the normal players. There's ninja pulls and hack, skinny cheeks, lots of things on making gold and some new sets, and apparently there's a thing with bow builds that's going to have to change. Anything in there stand out to you folks?
Furnishings, like furnishings.
Furnishings.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually haven't looked at it. I'm about to look at it right now.
I just really, really want a fancy Snugpod. Like, I don't need to look at any more of these because I already have all the information I need out of it. But if you were looking for information about Update 45, this would probably be a good spot to start since it's all in one page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of guides, lots of good info. Probably take you in the ballpark of like 6 hours to go through all of this. I'm just pulling that number out. Basing that off probably anywhere from an average of 10 to 20 minute long videos.
And that's only if you wanted to watch all the videos, if you're interested in all of the things.
Yeah. I'm going to give a shout out to Tamriel Tidbits because that is a lore seeker, a fellow lore seeker. So their videos featured on here. They are also one of the content creators on the creator side of things, Zells. So go watch their stuff. It's all rewards and how to get them, and there's usually a little bit of some lore stuff in there too. They do a lot of great lore videos as well. So if you're not following Tamriel Tidbits, I highly suggest them.
And I'm going to do a shout out to Pineapple Tidbits. You should put them on your pizza.
Wow.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I could, I chose not to.
Yeah.
I really want a pineapple pizza now.
Yeah,
I know,
right.
they're so
I
good.
forgot to have dinner, and now you made me hungry.
Right? Like, I'm just like, I have to wait till after the show to eat.
Dang nabbit.
Never why. It's madness. Like madness. I mean, Mad Cat Merriment Park's Marvelous Rewards as the Jester's Festival event returns. I tried to do a transition.
Wow, okay, good job. You did it. Everybody's favorite orc Iren is coming soon.
I think she's actually more annoying than Stuga.
Yeah, I do.
Like,
too.
I kid you not. Like, I think she's actually more annoying than Stuga.
But I do love her, though, still.
I don't.
Oh.
I mean, I think
Spread
it's
cheer
funny.
and chaos. Spread cheer and chaos in equal measure to receive Marcris rewards during this year's Jester's Festival in-game event. A festive frolic for all, the Jester's Festival in-game event makes its grand return on March 27th at 10 a.m. EDT and will continue until April 3rd at 10 a.m. EDT 2025. Once the fun begins, you can enjoy increased XP gains and revel in Marcris rewards after completing event-specific quests. To receive admission to the festivities, head over to the event pavilions located within Ebonheart, Volkagord, or Daggerfall and speak with one of the 3 jesters posing as an alliance leader. If the buffoonery of the bash is making your head spin while trying to locate these event sites, open the in-game crown store and pick up the Jester's Festival invitation quest. Everybody's getting in on the party. Upon completing the introductory quest, you'll earn the delectable Pie of Misrule memento reward, which can be located within the mementos section of your collections. However, unlike some previous years, you will no longer need to obtain or use the Pie of Misrule to take advantage of the 100% XP buff. This bonus will now be shared passively to all adventurers participating in Tamriel's most hilarious holiday. Still, the pie doesn't seem to get stale despite the time passing, so feel free to dig in. Complete quixotic quests. Grab goofy goodies. Throughout the Jester's Festival, you can pick up various event-specific daily quests. For each one completed, you'll receive a Jester's Festival box. Furthermore, the first Jester's Festival daily box you complete each day will reward you with one stupendous Jester's Festival box. Each of these boxes can include the following items: Festive Dazzlers, Cherry Blossom Confetti, Revelry Pies, Festive Furnishings, Jester's Festival Provisioning Recipes, treasures that can be sold to vendors for gold, previous year's Jessel style pages, one of the following: a random unbound style page of either the Broom or Bucket styles, Regal Regalia, Second Seed, or Jester's Seeker's Suit style pages, a fragment of previous Jester's Collectibles, Cadwell Surprise Walk Memento, Sovereign Sowpet, Playful Prankster Surprise Box Memento, and Jester's Daedroth Suit costume. In addition to the aforementioned rewards, the stupendous Jester's Festival box has a chance to contain the following goodies. New! A random unbound page of the Alliance Mimicry outfit style. Note that this style consists of head and chest pages for each alliance. New! An unbound Jester's Deadly Headband Adornment room box. Jester's Scintillator room box, Cherry Blossom Branch room box, Cadwell's Kitchen Weaponry style page, High Value Treasures, Festive Noisemaker parts, and Joke Popper parts. Event tickets and merchants. During the festivities, you can collect 3 event tickets for the first Jester's Festival quest completed each day. Participating in the festivals every day of the event can earn you up to 24 tickets total. Note that the total number of event tickets you can carry at one time is capped at 12. If you are close to the limit, then be sure to spend a few to avoid wasting any tickets. That'd be a little too silly, even for Jester's Festival. Never one to miss a party, the Impresario has special wares on sale during the event. All 3 Stone Wisp of Truth and Law pet fragments, all 3 fragments for the Logical Rune Extraction customized action, bound style pages for the Alliance Mimicry outfit, and Jester's Deadly Headband Adornment. This is the first showing of the full set of fragments you need for the Logical Rune Extraction customized action. Be sure to grab it now that you'll have the opportunity. In addition to the above items, Nenular, the Indrake vendor, will offer the following items for event tickets: Narcissan Indrake Feathers, Dawnwood Indrake Berries, Spectral Indrake Berries, Springtide Indrake Pet, and Haunting Indrake Pet. Lastly, the Impresario's assistant will sell the following items, all purchasable with event tickets: Unstable Monolith Pet Fragments, Doomchar Plateau House Fragments, Soulfire Dragon Illusion Pet Fragments, Sacred Hourglass of Akatosh Fragments. Step right up, spread cheer across Tamriel, and leave all grinning in your wake. There's a host of ridiculous rewards available when you do. Once again, the dates are from Thursday, March 27th at 10 a.m. EDT until Thursday, April 3rd, 10 a.m. EDT.
I love that new headband thing.
It's Five Nights at Freddy's meets ESO with these like Alliance War outfits.
Yeah, I don't know how, like, I hope that I like them as much as I want to like them from the photo.
I do love them. I will never use them, but I'm glad they exist.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like the Daedroth one. I ran around with it for like a week and then I took it off. But I still
I have Isabel in it all the time. They're Isabel's PJs.
I love that. That's awesome.
Speaking of Isabel and crazy things, if you put on the Cadaverous Assassin, she will say, nope, I don't like it. I don't want anything to do with it. But I know it's just a costume, but I don't like it.
Interesting.
So they actually wrote that into the dialogue?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Some companions have big dialogue on stuff like that, which is really cool.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, because there's quite a few costumes for them to go through and take the time to even work in little things like that. That's pretty neat. I didn't know that.
Yep, I accidentally stumbled across that one. Lo and behold, of course, I was trying to dress up as a skeleton for funsies.
They did it with pets too. Certain pets, if you take them out, they'll talk to them. Like Miri likes Netches. She'll be like, "Oh, hello, little one." When you take it.
Yeah.
Of course, you thought she'd talk to the blah 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 torch bugs.
Yeah, right. Nope.
Yeah. Ember likes the big-eared cat. She's like, look at its big, stupid ears.
I love it.
It's so funny.
Wow.
And I'm excited because the update that we get in 3 days, not that we have this, but we've briefly touched on it before, but that's when we get the new dialogue options for certain quests, which will be exciting too.
Now, is that dialogue options for existing quests?
That's a great question. I don't know. I didn't look on PTS, but I'm not sure.
You know what? I'm interested in heading over to Betnik and Stras Mackay and that one Nord Island in Belforian.
Yep.
Because I did not do that on PC. I just walked into the damn hurricane.
Walked into the hurricane.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, cool. I
Sweet.
hopefully can manage to get my extraction customized action.
Oh, I'm gonna start collecting the Doom Char Plateau fragments because I never got all of those, and I would really like a house in Greenshade because I seem to be going there more and more, even though I hate that zone.
Yeah, I actually have not collected anything for Doomchar.
That's the very red house, right? There, like
That's the random
one.
portal to the Dagon Plain in the middle of Greenshade.
Yeah. That place has potential for somebody that wants to do something super like eerie with it. And it's
I'm never gonna decorate it. It's just a port to Greenshade.
Right. Yeah, it's cool that
I love a free port.
Sure. Yeah, it's cool that it's got all of the stuff happening. I like when they add the kind of the things in the background. Just makes that space feel a little bit more lived in because it's something you don't have to have as a furnishing to be moving around and make it look like something's happening. But so yeah, that's interesting. But all right, well. A little light on news, isn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't have a whole
Yeah,
lot.
you said we were going to speedrun this, and I'm like,
know.
are we going to need to speedrun this?
It's because it's an in-between week.
Yeah.
One other thing that's not in the news, and I'm actually very surprised, I think they'll probably drop something about it. This is pure speculation. I have no knowledge on this. But if they drop anything about it, it'll be tomorrow when it starts, I would guess. But tomorrow starts the what am I trying to say? The Vengeance campaign test.
For PC.
For PC. So I will try and do it and report back. I don't know if I'm going to have much time, but we'll see. So, should be interesting.
And so with this update, this is the update that's bringing with it I guess, I'm not sure how to phrase, not add-ons, but the framework for people to start porting add-ons. Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
So hopefully in coming weeks, and not too long, maybe a few months, whatever, but hopefully soon we'll have information on what kind of things we can expect with that. I know a lot of people will be excited for that. I'm not super concerned with lots of add-ons, but there are absolutely a few I think that would make life easier. So
confirmed Dulgaban Lazy Rickcrafter coming for sure, because Dulgaban, or whatever their name is, I don't know how to pronounce their name properly, probably, has shared that information in some other people's discords directly. And the other speculation directly from the Guild Summit was the map pins and lore books, potentially. And that is because the memory that is required for those 2 ports is not a whole lot. The other speculation was probably, oh man, why am I having a brain fart? The parsing add-on. The one that's like the one that everyone uses. Shoot. I don't recall, but those were the 3 that were kind of called out as, we'll be really surprised if these don't port over, because they don't require a lot of memory and shouldn't be too problematic for consoles with their limitations of having to pay attention to the past-gen consoles as well.
Are they going to be
well,
available?
no, because the add-ons they said was only going to be for available
that's right.
for
It's only
modern
current
consoles.
gen.
Yep.
But even so, like the limitations of our memory, right? Because you can't necessarily. It still has to fit within the limitations of what the 2 consoles can do. So.
Okay. So cool. So be something to look forward to there to see what information we find out on what other things will be coming. The Writ Crafter one is the big one that I was looking for, and there's another one I think that's like I posted it or I shared it with you, Crazy, I don't remember, but just in conversation, I don't think it's necessarily built in, but I think it can be added on, or I'm not sure exactly how all that works, but it's the one that actually shows what all you know.
Oh yeah.
Writs.
Shoot, I can't think of what the name of that one is.
It didn't read like it was actually included. It might be. Maybe I just didn't read it right. It read like it was a separate thing, but I would assume that one would probably come along as well. So yeah, just being able to knock out Master Writs without having to scroll through and go, do I know this one? Do I know this one? Would be so nice. Would eliminate a lot of back and forth through menus. So anyway, I just had that thought. Thought I would bring that up just in case anybody is curious and hadn't heard that or had forgotten that hopefully with this update we'll start getting some more information on that kind of stuff soon. All right, well, do we has lore?
Azura's Summoning Day was on the 21st.
Sweet.
Did Azura make it?
I'm not an Azura worshiper, so I would not know. But apparently there were festivities.
All right.
Let's see. Let me see if I can pull it.
Random facts about Azura. Apparently she is credited with introducing moon sugar to Khajiit.
I'm gonna have to summon Azura more often. Bring me more moon sugar.
How about the 5 points of the star about Azura worship?
Do it.
Alright. Here we go. Prophecy is her province, and that which is seen by the night sky queen must eventuate, however dimly it may appear to mortal foresight. For mortals are not all given the gift of crystal vision, nor can they always endure the knowledge of truth. Dawn is the time of imminence, when Azura touches us with wisdom and purpose. It is then we speak the supplication for guidance, and tremble in fear that it may be answered. Rose is her color and her flower, and moon shadow her abode, as risen is the sun. Tend we then by midday our mortal necessities, conserving always some part of ourselves for when the sun slides low. Dusk is when we turn our hands to Azura's commands. Then we praise her with our dark evening acts to glorify her with the chastening of noncompliance. Fate is the book that she writes in to inscribe our worth and deserts, for by our acts do we earn her regard or disdain, and read our destiny in her prophecy. And those are the 5 points of the star. Azura's star, if you will. I was trying to see if it would pull like a random. I was on UESP clicking random over and over again to see if I could get something really cool, but since it was Azura's Summoning Day recently, why not?
All right, yeah, I just pulled up the, I guess just the lore for Azura page there. interesting little quote from the Invocation of Azura by Sigala Parate? I don't know. But it says, Molag Bal wanted my mind, Boethia wanted my arms, and Nocturnal perhaps my curiosity. Azura wants all of that, and our love above all. Not our abject slavering, but our honest and genuine caring in all its forms. It is important to her that our emotions be engaged in her worship, and our love must also be directed inward. If we love her and hate ourselves, she feels our pain. I will, for all time, have no other mistress. I just found that the if we love her and hate ourselves, she feels our pain. I think kind of a interesting little note there. I picture somebody being mad at Azura and just being like, I hate myself, just so, she feels it. Odd way to get back at someone. Anyway.
I suppose so.
Well,
there are multiple. She also really quick has multiple artifacts: Azura's Star, the Moon and Star, which is a ring, and then Moonlight Blade, the Ring of Azura, the Skeleton Key, and the Lamp of Clarity.
Wasn't Azura's Star something to do with capturing souls, like a soul gem?
It's it only can capture white souls, but once mortals used it, they could trap black souls, and it became the Black Star.
Okay.
Yeah, that was an interesting quest.
Yeah.
So, let's see. No more murder hobos?
Sure.
Alright. What city would your adventurer retire to? If they'd even retire to a city, or would they retire to a small island, or insert wherever what does your character's retirement look like? And then the other question is, what's your favorite dungeon and why? But what is your character's favorite? What posting, when it's needed for adventures, does your character always hop into and agree to be a part of any band going to that place?
City to retire to. Probably Leowen. If I was in the city. Outside of the city, my Willow Pond house, or my Snugpod too, I guess. That's not very helpful. That's 3 different places. But those are my ones that I frequent.
Well, you're just really lucky in retirement to be financially stable enough to have multiple.
I'm financially stable enough to have multiple homes.
Vacation home.
Lots of
As a successful adventurer,
yes,
you should have multiple properties.
This is true.
You'd think as many times as you save the whole plane of Nirn, whatever, you would...
Yeah, just be able to crash on Irene's couch and her not bat an eye or something.
Yeah,
Emmerich, I'm spending the night, bud. It's fine. Yep, nope, thanks. I'll take my booze upstairs in the room I normally stay in. Cool.
Yeah. So for me, Leowen is kind of like since it's like a townhome style on Water's Edge, right? I could Tamriel B&B, the one side. Verbo of Tamriel for adventurers who need to have a quick port to the city, but then I could stay in the other side in retirement and use it as my, place to hang out when I needed the city sites. But then I would probably still spend most of my time in the seclusion of my Willow Pond home.
Clever.
Especially now that it has my half-grown Snugpod in it.
Your half-grown Snugpod.
Favorite dungeon and why? That's a hard one. I actually don't know.
Think about it. You can think about it.
Yeah. I'll have to think about that one.
So, I have an island that I would probably retire to that is also inhabited by other people to hang out with, so I wouldn't be all lonely. So I would probably spend quite a bit of time there, and maybe set up a place in Canarthy's Roost, just because, that was the first place I touched down after returning from Cold Harbor when I woke up as a vestige. So that, and I hear they're renovating the area. So maybe it'll be a little nicer when I get back over there.
Wow.
So as far as my favorite dungeon, I don't know if this is my favorite dungeon, but it's the one that came to mind, and I'm drawing a blank on the name of it, to be honest, but it's the one with the grappling hook. That
Oh my gosh, until you said it, I could have told you.
Yeah, I'm bad with the names, and I haven't really actually done that one that many times. I just find that part of the dungeon experience to be kind of, a little more engaging than some of the others, just in terms of like the getting around part. Mm-hmm. It's one of the better uses of platforming, I suppose, because we don't have a whole lot in this game. I mean, the jumping and such is not super precise in this game, so it'd be hard to do too much with that. But of course, there was that druid one that you had to jump out onto the different places to get the
donut.
Yeah, that one was cool too. But the section where you're fighting the boss that's trying to get away, and you have to jump and then aim and grab with the grappling hook in order to keep up, I thought was pretty cool.
Vetishran Hollows? Wait, that's an arena.
No, that's an
but
arena.
That does also have that mechanic.
I'm going through the.
Does it use the grappling
now.
hook?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't actually been in there.
During a boss fight.
Unhallowed Grave, is that right?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think it's Unhallowed Grave.
I'm pretty bad at remembering all of those, but by name. But if you've done it, I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. I think that one's interesting.
Maybe Depths of Malatar. I don't remember.
It's not that one.
It was either, it had to have been around that time period.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's Unhallowed Grave.
So, yeah, just I like to do things that require, jumping and maneuvering around. One of the things that I find myself doing when I'm just killing time is just running and jumping on and off of rocks and everything else for no good reason other than it's just killing time. So if I could just grappling hook everything and swing around all over the place, I totally would. And that would be awesome if they introduced that mechanic into the open world and let you explore like that. That'd be great. So I know there's places you can do that in Elsewhere, right? Isn't it Elsewhere?
There is in the main quest line in that one area. It's in Southern Elsewhere, I think. Before the Dragon Guard Sanctum, is that right? Where you can grapple up onto the roof in that one place?
Maybe.
I don't recall.
Yeah. So that's me.
Something like that. What about you, Gwen?
Oh, it's Dreadseal Reef. That's.
Yeah, that is a great dungeon.
That's why this question even came up, because it was Dreadseal Reef is my favorite. Everything about it. It's amazing. I have no idea what dungeon my character's favorite would be, though, but my favorite is Dreadseal Reef.
I do, yeah.
Is Dreadseal Reef the underwater one?
No, that's Graven Deep.
That's the one with Zaji and Casca, where you go through, the creepy old shanty town that's gone to ruin with the voroplasms and all of the fun, like, hidden ghosts and the foreman thing that summons the flesh abomination, and then the guy that controls the water, and then the lightning ghost. And
Okay, this is gonna sound really stupid, but you know what dungeon I actually really do like, and it's just because of the memories that were in there, is Banished Cells. It's not because it's, like, great or anything like that. It's because I just have such good memories of when I first started the game. Like, running through there with buddies and, you know, how hard it was for us and how we had to figure out what gear people needed. And it was, like, the early stages of the game when it was vet ranks. So that stuff to me is, like, good memories. So even though it's not necessarily the most complex or, like, aesthetically beautiful, it's just got good memories, you know? So.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
But, looking back through the dungeon list, I actually think one of my favorites is Black Drake Villa.
Okay.
I was going to add Shipwright's Regret.
Yes, that too.
The
Yep.
And Gwen, you made me think of it when you were talking about ghosts, because that spooky spurned lover, is that like the first ghost you fight?
Yeah, that's the extra boss, the very first
Yeah.
one. Her dialogue is so cool.
Yeah, it was super creepy. That one stuck with me. I like that one quite a bit. Anyway, Gwen, were you? I don't know. You only mentioned the dungeon. What about your retirement city?
Oh, Bandari Trading Post. I poured it in there the other day to my house, and I was like, there has to be a reason I have 2 houses around this place. I really like it. The more I think about it, anywhere in Valenwood I would happily probably retire to, like Grahtwood or whatever, because you look out at that grotto, and it's just...
That's true.
I would live here.
Me too.
I would live here. I would just happily sit out here and read books all day and be pretty content.
Good tree.
If we had gotten a giant grotto home and before I got the island, there's a chance I might have considered picking that one up.
We still don't have a giant grotto home, and we
No.
won't because of lore purposes. But you could probably try to make one.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if that had been an option, that might have been what I'd gone with, because I really like the aesthetic of the giant tree. I think it's cool.
Anyway, it's time for me to head out. You guys have a good evening.
All right, bye, Quinn. Have a good night.
Good night.
Well, I guess that was pretty good timing. We got through everything but announcements.
We did.
So, and we're still under an hour. Man,
We
we wrapped
are.
this up. We could be done in less than 50 minutes.
Look at us go.
um,
Short and sweet, but that's because we have an update coming this week.
yeah. And we'll keep you updated on that.
We'll keep you updated on the update.
All right, well, for members of the Lore Seekers Guild on PlayStation specifically, if you're not a member and would like to be, we'll get to that, for all platforms. But as far as the PlayStation Guild announcements go, there are a few events we do. We have a Monday, a Tuesday, and a Friday event. That's a recurring event. We've got Mondays with Moki. That is fishing, Cyrodiil, and sometimes other fun shenanigans. That takes place at 9/8 Central. And Treacherous Tuesday, which is a non-timed event currently. Just group up on Tuesdays with people and go run dungeons in whatever manner you so choose. Some people like the speed run, some people like the slow burn, some people like the gear farm, whatever you're looking for. Tuesday's a day that we kind of encourage, making a point to do that, if you're not already doing that throughout the week. And then on Fridays, there's a little known event few people have heard of. It's associated with a guild in the game that even fewer people have heard of.
That's right.
And it's Fearless Friday, and our host is Artheria Dragoon, and we're so thankful to have this event to help spread awareness. It is, in fact, an undaunted event.
Undaunted.
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 We are undaunted.
We are undaunted.
Are you undaunted?
I'm undaunted. Are you undaunted?
I'm undaunted. Hey, listeners,
Don't be
are
daunted.
you undaunted? It's very daunting. Anyway.
Sometimes dungeons are daunting, but they don't have to be with the undaunted.
Indeed. So that is 7 Central.
Yes, that's correct.
And that is the
Undaunted. No, I'm just kidding
event.
again.
Yes. You
Just
can go.
keep
we go and run the Undaunted dailies, the pledges, all that kind of stuff. And
Jeez.
yeah, the only requirement, I guess, for that would be being whatever level requirement to do the pledges, so that you can pick those up, which I believe is level 45 to be recruited into the Undaunted.
Yeah, but you could still go in the dungeons with everybody. You just wouldn't be able to do the actual pledges.
Well, this is true.
Like,
this is true.
you can go into a dungeon at level 10 as long as you're not like. Well, I guess some of the dungeons are level locked. Yeah, it depends, but there's no level cap for the delve.
Yeah. So if you are looking to do any of those things, be part of the Discord, and which you need to be if you're a lore seeker anyway. And speaking of that, if you are interested, that's the first thing. You'll need Discord. Without that, you won't be able to do the application, which you can find by going to loreseekers.club and following that to get into Discord and apply to the guild, get accepted, get brought in, and come hang out with us. How's that sound?
That sounds good to me.
That sounds fantastic. Well, we're not going to beat the 50-minute mark.
Nope.
That's okay. It's not a race, people. But what about getting in touch with us if they want to reach out to the Snugpod Cast members?
If you would like to get a hold of us, there's a couple ways you can do it. First way is going to be on X, formerly known as Twitter, at SnugPodcast. You can also send us an email at snugpodcast@gmail.com. Yes, if I said at, I realized before it might be confusing. So snugpodcast@gmail.com. You can send us questions, comments, concerns, answers, I don't know, pictures of pizza. We had that happen once. Your whole followed through and sent us a picture of a pineapple pizza. Yeah, we'll talk about them on the show, hopefully. And if you are like, hey, those people are so cool, I would have loved to have hung out with them for less than an hour on twitch.tv/snugpodcast, you could probably find us there on Sunday nights. You also could find us on YouTube by searching for Snug Podcast, and that's where you can find us if you'd like to watch the show. But where could they hear the show? Never.
Anywhere that they listen to podcasts, because podcatchers are good at that. All you have to do is just pick your favorite podcast app, and then just search for Snug Podcast. You should find us. I won't guarantee all of them do, because I don't use all of them. But we do get analytics, and we do see that even the ones that we don't specifically post to, there's still a decent number of people that are hearing it on other platforms. So, but you can also leave reviews and stuff on Spotify, and we do see that. So that's one other way you can reach out to us. Is I don't remember if you mentioned that or not. But
Nope.
YouTube comments, any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, so if you want to listen, you don't think that this is the type of thing that you would enjoy having on, or maybe maybe you don't want to have a screen on in order to listen, and you can't turn it off because it shuts your volume down or shuts the video off or whatever, the podcast is the way to go. So do that, and there you have it.
There you go.
And if you're doing any of those things, watching, listening, commenting, emailing, twittering, whatever, I don't even know what to say. With Twitter it was tweet. What is it now that it's X? Do you still tweet on X?
I don't even know anymore.
Yeah. I'm not super up to date on the terminology. I blame Katie. Anyway.
Totally. I think I might have Kid Aggro starting shortly, so.
Yep. Well, if you've been hanging out with us, we appreciate it. If you've been listening or watching, whatever, thank you. Thanks for letting us be part of your day. Hopefully it's been a good one. And we will be back hopefully next week to do this again. Until then, take care of yourself, take care of other people, and we'll see you then.
As she would say, bye. And I'll say, sleep well, Tamriel.